Biker Trash here. I just noticed your 100th video Transformer review, the movie review I mean. I guess it just slipped through the cracks. I never noticed it in my updates. But I noticed you mentioned me in asking a question about why was Bumblebee on Earth. And I just want to back up for a second. Everybody who subscribed to me and doesn't know what in the world I'm talking about, go look up Robot Adventures 100th video, and that's what I'm talking about. So anyway, back to why Bumblebee was on Earth. In the prequel novel, Ghosts of Yesterday, Bumblebee pretty much acts as a scout. The human ship, Ghost One, arrives. They go and land on a planet, and they're out in the middle of nowhere. So anyway, Bumblebee is the one that goes down to the planet's surface to investigate. He just, anytime they get somewhere new, Prime trusts him to go and ferret out whatever problem there is, what the situation is, relay the information back, and then they act on the information given. So that's what I'm thinking. He was just going down there. They figured one robot would probably be, less noticed. So they sent him down. They were hanging out in space back in the Ark, which was in the prequel novel. And as soon as he beamed the information up to him, they came down from the moon or Mars or wherever it was they left their ship and came to Earth. Let's see. If anybody's still watching this, I'm going to go on and answer questions I wasn't asked directly. Why were there so many toys that weren't in the book, in the movie? So anyway, that is because in one form or another, almost all the figures that have had toys but not characters have been movie figures, game figures, like this abomination. Yeah. I'll tell y'all why I actually bought this trash whenever I review him. So anyway, there are only two exceptions I've found to this, and that is Wreckage. Wreckage is not in the game or the movie. And RC. RC, from what I understand, was supposed to be in the movie, but she was cut in order for them to be able to make Ironhide. I guess well, I'm going to get to that in a second. I think that they were talking about just how good their models were, 10,000 moving parts on each. I think they just overstretched themselves, but I'll get back to that. So, my figuring is the same thing happened with Wreckage. He was supposed to be in the movie, but they cut him. Let's see. Why was... Sorry, I'm struggling to read my handwriting. Why was Frenzy able to heal himself by being near the Allspark? Deus Ex Machina. It's a wonderful thing. When something happens that you just don't have to explain, it just happens. In the book, they explained it as he was crawling around with just his little head. He sees the Allspark, freaks out, calls the Decepticons, says, "Hey, wake up, everybody, I found the Allspark, bring my body." So what I'm thinking is, after Barricade was beaten up by Bumblebee, he was able to recover his body and hold on to it for him, since he was obviously nowhere around. Which brings me up to something else. They said they couldn't have mass shifting in the movie, but they can have Frenzy's freaking head shrink down to a cell phone. Explain that, Michael Bay. Why were all the little robots made by the Allspark evil? That's not addressed in the book or the movie. So, I'm going to make up my own theory that I've also seen online elsewhere. They were not bad, they were just feral. They kind of think like if you just came into existence from nothing and didn't know anything, you hadn't been, I'm sure the Autobots raise Autobots. They teach them how to think, teach them their ways. Same as Decepticons. Well, these little guys, they're just like wild animals. They just, hey, here I am. Oh, there's this thing that doesn't look like me. I bet it's going to kill me. Let's kill it first. So that's my best idea on that. It's kind of weak, but it's better than anything that Michael Bay's given us as an explanation. Camera movement. Why does the camera shake so much that you can't see what's going on? Once again, I will blame that on they overstretched themselves on their effects budget. So rather than having good wide shots showing all the action where you can really appreciate it, but with lackluster character models, let's just have the same lackluster character models rather, but have everything move so quickly that you can't tell it's not as good as, say, all of Prime and Bumblebee's close-up stuff. Jazz coming back. If anybody's read the back of the G1 colored Target exclusive Jazz, it mentions that Ratchet is rebuilding Jazz. Ratchet? Yeah, I said it right. So what I take from that is they're either trying to just sell a toy or he's coming back. My bet is they don't want Jazz back for the sequel because then they can't sell a new toy. So I'm thinking Jazz is gone for good. Armored Transformers. Why didn't they armor themselves? Well, they didn't armor themselves because nobody is cool as Jetfire. He could appear just like this in the movie. I don't care. He doesn't need to be any fancier. Has not arrived yet on Earth. So once we get a Jetfire on there, we will have an armored Transformer. Let's see. Protection from the magnesium. Well, the magnesium, what it does is it's really freaking hot. It's like 5,600 degrees and it just melts them. I don't know what they really could do to protect themselves from it. Why don't they wear clothes? Transformers, a little known fact, are natural-born exhibitionists. They just don't care. They're like that. The way they figure it, they're created naked, they're going to live naked, and they're going to die naked. So, anyway, listen, I'll be watching for your new reviews a little bit closer, so have a good one, man.